Blend in if you must, but never lose yourself. Anyone who controls your anger gains power over you. The first principle is to guard your inner peace. The second is to face life head-on and see it for what it truly is. Each morning you rise, remember how blessed you are, to breathe, to think, to feel joy, to love. Your strength lies not in external forces, but in your own mind. Understand this, and you will become unshakable. Those who suffer before it's time suffer more than they need to. Be like the unyielding cliff, withstanding every crashing wave, still, strong, and firm while the storm rages. Nature gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth so we could listen twice as much as we speak. People guard their wealth, but when it comes to time, the most precious thing, they waste it without thought. If you want to truly live, then treat each day as its own complete life. If you're desperate for freedom from what burdens you, it's not a change of place you need, but a change of self. Until we go without certain things, we don't realize how unnecessary they truly are. We didn't use them out of need, but out of habit. A man who doesn't know which harbor he seeks will never benefit from a favorable wind. We love ourselves more than others, yet care more about their opinions than our own. When pain tempts you to bitterness, don't call it misfortune. Instead, call it strength to endure. The world is conquered not by brute force, but by mastering one's own soul. Stop debating what a good person should be. Just be that person. The thoughts you dwell on shape the quality of your life. If something is wrong, don't do it. If it's false, don't say it. What matters most isn't what happens, but how you choose to respond. Every word you hear is just someone's opinion, not an ultimate truth. Every image you see is but one viewpoint, not reality. Luck is simply the meeting point of readiness and opportunity. Poverty is not having too little, it's wanting too much. Wisdom begins the moment you honestly face who you are. Hardship reveals our true character. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. Death smiles at us all. The brave smile back. The more we cling to what we can't control, the less control we actually have. Only change is eternal. A person's worth lies in what they value most. If you want to grow, you must accept being misunderstood, even ridiculed. Anger, if not checked, will harm you more than the thing that caused it. No one becomes wise by accident. Courage is freedom. Pain fades when your mindset shifts. Destiny leads the willing. It drags the unwilling. What you do today echoes across eternity. While you wait for life to begin, it's already slipping by. The person who ends each day fulfilled never feels rushed. You must finally understand that there's a force within you stronger than anything outside of you. Real wealth isn't in abundance, it's in contentment. Speak less. And when you speak, let it be essential and brief. All cruelty comes from fear. The road to greatness is never smooth. Live each moment as if it's your last. What can happen someday can also happen today. Don't explain your beliefs. Live them out. Because something feels hard, don't assume it's impossible. Freedom isn't found in fulfilling desire, but in letting go of it. Your surroundings don't shape you, they reveal you. Fear not death, but never truly living. Surround yourself only with those who lift you higher, who bring out your best. We exist to help one another, so guide or be patient. Life only ruins you if it destroys your character. Otherwise, it can't touch your soul. Inside or out, your happiness is shaped by your thoughts. Mastering life is harder than mastering reading, but it's more vital. Life is short and tense for those who ignore the past, avoid the present, and fear the future. Be patient with others and disciplined with yourself. Your days are limited. Use them to open your soul to light. If you don't, the sun will set and so will you. The sweetest revenge is to live unlike those who wrong you. Sometimes, surviving takes more courage than fighting. It's not that time is scarce. It's that we waste it freely. Everything happens exactly as it should. Watch closely and you'll see it. Our lives are shaped by what we allow our minds to believe. Anger leaves a greater wound than the trigger that caused it. He who fears dying will never truly live. Only this moment is ours. The rest is memory or mystery. Growth doesn't happen by luck. It's the result of daily effort. At the table, you serve two guests, the body and the soul. What you give your body fades quickly. What you give your soul lasts forever. No one can have everything, but anyone can choose to want less and make the most of what they already have. If what you own feels like too little, even owning the world won't satisfy you. The one with self-control is the one with true power. Hardship strengthens the mind the same way work strengthens the body. A life, like a story, isn't measured by length, but by depth and meaning. A life lived well is a life long enough. The best reply to anger is silence. Yes, agree, but nature also tells us to moderate silence, just as we do food or drink. Nowhere is more peaceful than the sanctuary of your own heart. If someone harms you and is weaker, spare them. If they are stronger, protect yourself by letting go. Obstacles push us forward. They are not blocks, but bridges. What gets in your way becomes the way. Wanting healing is already part of being healed. Receive blessings humbly. Let go without resistance. No great thing forms instantly. Grapes need time to bloom, fruit, and ripen. If you say you want a fig, allow it time to grow. Much of our suffering lives only in our imagination, not in reality. No man escapes his destiny. The real question is, how will he choose to live the time he's been given? The future is uncertain. That's why we must live right now. Every ending is the start of something new. But life becomes tense and short when we cling to the past, ignore the present, and dread tomorrow. What breaks us is not what happens, but how we judge what happens. We can't control events, but we can control how we see and feel about them. No event is truly devastating unless we decide it is. Even death isn't terrifying unless we fear it. If the criticism you hear is true, change. If it's false, dismiss it with a smile. Hold on to what lifts your spirit regardless of what others say or do. Stay true to your inner self. Focus on the present. The person who cannot command himself is never truly free. To live a joyful life, you don't need much. It's already inside you in how you think and feel. If you live in tune with nature, you'll never feel lacking. If you chase approval, you'll never feel rich. Learn to ignore what doesn't matter. Life's greatest gifts are already within you. A wise man finds joy in what he has, instead of mourning what he lacks. Our real struggles come not from the world, but from the fears we imagine. Small minds blame others. Average minds blame themselves. Wise minds see that blame itself is unproductive. Cherish the past. Be open to what comes. Life isn't short by design, we make it short by how we live. It's not that we don't have enough. It's that we misuse what we do have. No matter what life throws your way, remain calm. Stay grounded. Be unshaken.